Hello Aquarius, this is your reading for the month of April 2020. Please keep in mind that these are very general readings. They're not going to resonate with every single Aquarius on planet Earth, but if you have found this video, I do hope that it resonates with you. If it does, feel free to like, share, subscribe. I deeply appreciate it. So let's go ahead and let's just jump into it. I'm gonna get some general energies and themes for you this month using some oracle cards, and then we'll jump into it with some tarot to clarify, and then we'll get some advice right at the end for you. Okay, so let's see here. I don't know what I want to use. Yes, I do. Okay, I'm going to use my Starseed Oracle to get some general messages for Aquarius. April 2020, big month. Oh man, Aquarius, I do feel like you're going to be kind of isolated this month. I mean, obviously, right? We all are. We're supposed to be. But I do feel like it's more of a mental isolation. You know what I mean? I feel like you're going to feel kind of alone this week in your thoughts, in your ideas. I feel you deeply contemplating things. There might also be some past childhood traumas that come up for you this month, Aquarius. So please just keep in mind, you know, while you're feeling isolated this month, ask for help if you need help. Talk to people. There's lots of online therapy resources out there available. So please, if you get into a low place, please ask for help. Okay. All right. So got one card here. Let's keep shuffling. Woo! That one came out. Oh yeah, that one came out. Okay. For Aquarius, April 2020. Can I get another message for Aquarius? Oh, I don't feel like that resonates, Aquarius. Can I get one more message? There we go. Follow that intuition, right? Okay, let's see what we got here for you, Aquarius. Interesting. Oh, interesting. Okay, all right. So the first card that we have here, Aquarius, is the Void. Stop, embrace winter, great cosmic womb. So yeah, that's really perfect, right? I'm talking about you being in this isolation, in this kind of really like contemplative state in the month of April. And I really feel like you need to embrace that. You need to embrace this hibernation. I feel like you're going to realize a lot of things about yourself. I think you're going to realize things about others too. Like I said, I do feel like childhood traumas are going to be coming up for you. Whew. So you might be like realizing things about your family. You might be realizing things about like close friends who feel like family, just like you know, because Aquarius, you do tend to intellectualize your feelings, which, hey, I'm an Aquarius moon, so like I'm right there with you. Just for the record, I'm right there with you. But you know, when you're an air sign, you intellectualize things rather than feeling them. I was talking to my Reiki master, Christopher, about this the other day. You know, like you can intellectualize feelings and you can say, oh, that thing happened to me, that was terrible, but that's not the same as feeling what happened to you. You know what I mean? So I feel like you really just need to embrace this winter, embrace this hibernation mode that you're going to be going in. And then we got you're not alone. Isolation. Okay, isolation, physical connection, and community. Yeah, so the thing is, Aquarius, is you are going to be feeling alone. I just get that. You know, you're going to be really, really introspective in the month of April. But you have to keep in mind, like, just because we feel alone doesn't mean we actually are alone. So just once again, like I said in the beginning, if it does slip into a really bad state of mind, where it's kind of getting past contemplation, past like just introspection, and it does turn into more like deep depression and anxiety, suicidal thoughts, that kind of thing, please just remember you are not alone. Isolation can be good, but it can also be bad if we overdo it, right? Introspection and contemplation, those things are very good for us to be self-aware human beings, but sometimes we can take it a step too far. I know I personally can. So please just be mindful about that, Aquarius, in the month of April, to really still connect with people, you know, like, even though you're connecting with yourself and that takes a lot of time and energy to where you'll have to step away from people, please still make that time so that you're not slipping into negativity, okay? And the last one that we have here, the Seas of Mintaka. Hey, I like that. The Seas of Mintaka. Seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. This is like amazing, Aquarius. This is a very cohesive story, Aquarius. I'm really, really loving this for you. So yeah, so this is, once again, I mean, I know I sound like a broken record here, but it's just what it's telling me, you know, like, you're really going to be stepping deep into inside yourself, like stepping deep into who you are. And I'm especially just getting a lot of past stuff, a lot of childhood stuff that's really going to be brought up for you in the month of April. And you need to see potential with that, you know, like, you need to see the potential in learning these things about yourself and learning these things about others. And I really find this bringing unconsciousness to light really interesting, because that's exactly what's going to be going on. You know, you're going to be examining the things that maybe you haven't been willing to see. You know, examining the things and looking at the things inside of you that you have been maybe avoiding. Maybe there's been some escapism there, maybe some avoidance. I also did get the message that substance abuse problems really need to be watched for you in the month of April, Aquarius. Just be really, really careful of that, because, you know, once again, Aquarius moon. So, like, I understand your emotions, dude. You know, you'll find that people who tend to intellectualize also have a lot of forms of escapism. So, you know, just really watch for substance abuse problems in the month of April. And like I said, don't completely isolate yourself from people. But yeah, Aquarius, I think that this is going to be a really good month for you. I'm seeing a lot of potential, right? We're seeing a lot of potential here. It's just going to be really introspective, and you're really going to discover things. You're just going to discover shit this month, Aquarius, and I think that it's going to be really awesome. So let's jump into the tarot. I think I'm going to use my cosmic tarot here. So let's try to get a good cohesive story for you, Aquarius. Can I get messages, please, for Aquarius? Shuffling is so hard for me, dude. Like, I have the teeniest, tiniest baby hands. Like, shuffling is a fucking struggle for me, dude. Look at this. Ah! Okay. Messages for Aquarius for the month of April 2020. Can I get some messages for Aquarius, please? Yeah, Eight of Wands. I really feel like you're delving deep into this. Like, you're going to come to a place where you, like, acknowledge, like, oh shit, I'm, like, really introspective. Oh shit, like, I'm realizing things. Oh shit, like, my third eye, you know, like, you know, when you just, like, realize all of a sudden, like, oh, I'm thinking about that. And then you, like, start to go into analyzation mode and, like, oh, why am I thinking about that and all that stuff. I really just feel like you're jumping into this introspection, Aquarius. You want it, you know, you want it. You want it. You want the introspection. You want to understand, you know. You want to understand this. Yeah. Okay. So we have the Wheel of Fortune and we have the Queen of Wands here, right? So this is why you're doing this. This is why you're doing this, is because you need to step off of that karmic wheel. You need to completely purge, and this is a collective thing that's happening right now. But, you know, It's the age of Aquarius. But you have to step off this karmic wheel so that you can completely come into your power there with the Queen of Wands. You have to step off of that karmic wheel, and once you do, you're going to step into your true authentic power here. Ace of Cups, you're going to step into a new era for yourself, because it's not like Aquarius, it's not necessarily like that you're insecure, or like, oh, the sun's coming in real nice. I don't know what just I feel like something just happened with the lighting. Am I crazy? Weird. Okay. But, Aquarius, it doesn't necessarily mean you're an insecure person. It doesn't mean like you're a sheep or anything, but sometimes, there's just different levels to self-love, right? There's just different levels to it. There's different levels of awareness and all of that kind of stuff, So I feel like this is kind of like a catalyst to like really get you off of that karmic wheel and to really step into a new era for yourself where you're feeling good. Like you're feeling good about yourself. You're feeling like you understand things now that you didn't understand before. And I also feel like, you're going to step into this new emotional body for yourself, Aquarius. I really feel like this is going to make you realize a lot about emotions, and a lot about empathy, and a lot about processing emotions properly in a healthy way. I also feel like this is really going to make you see like why other people do what they do. Like, because once we understand ourselves, it's a lot easier to understand somebody else. Once we love ourselves, it's a lot easier to love somebody else, right? So this is really getting you into a new, with the King of Cups here, you're stepping into just this power, and this balance where you're a boss ass bitch, but you're also in your emotions, and you can channel that, and you can be free to do that in a healthy way. And like that with the Four of Swords, once again, like you're just seeing things now that you didn't choose to see before. You're really seeing things that you've avoided. I think it's great, Aquarius. I think it's really, really great. Can I get more messages for Aquarius, please? For the month of April. Yep. What? The Hermit and Three of Wands. Self-care out the fucking wazoo. I also feel like maybe for a lot of Aquariuses out there, you feel like you've kind of like been caring a little too much about like what people think, and I think that might actually be one of the like things that like wakes you up, like, oh God, like, why do I care? Like, why do I care about what people think? Like, Aquarius, why do you care about what people think? Like, you're a boss ass bitch. Like, Aquarians are fucking awesome. We're all awesome, but like Aquarius, like, girl, you got it. You got this, And so I feel like you're stepping into this hermit mode in the month of April, and you're feeling isolated, but you're also choosing to be isolated. You don't like it. It's shadow work. It really is, it's shadow work. You don't like it, but you know that it's going to be good for you. You know that it's going to be good for you. But, like while you're in this hermit mode, just be really, really sure to like give yourself that self-care. Like take a fucking bubble bath, Aquarius. Like, like when we're in quarantine, like let's all treat ourselves like for a second, Aquarius, like treat yourself, have a good time, like watch some binge watch your favorite show, like do things that you enjoy, Aquarius. Do things for you and your own enjoyment. And I do feel like a lot of you have been avoiding doing that because once again you've been avoiding looking at yourself. You've been avoiding looking at yourself and stepping into this like more emotional state of being, like you've gone through things and you've kind of suppressed them. And so now you're stepping into this month saying, no, I need to deal with this. I need to work through this. But, like what's going to be important is that you are compassionate with yourself while you're doing that. Just be compassionate to yourself. If you realize that, oh, hey, I've been the toxic person in the past, just for example, like, oh, I can't believe I did that to that person. be sure to be compassionate with yourself, Aquarius, okay? Be compassionate with yourself, forgive yourself, and then you can worry about forgiving others, you know, but forgive yourself, Aquarius. Really, really work on that for me, okay? Okay, let's see what other messages we can get for Aquarius in the month of April, please. For Aquarius. Woo! Woo! Ooh! Ooh! I want to take, oh gosh, Aquarius, this is such a good reading for you. This is such a good reading for you. Three of Pentacles and Justice. Building a foundation. Like, building a foundation because you're finally getting that justice. Karma is finally being dealt with here. You know, Justice and the Wheel of Fortune are both about karma. You're dealing with that karma because we can't, the idea of karma is like very misinterpreted. You know, people don't really understand it. You can't get your karma until you deal with your karma. You know what I mean? Like, you cannot step into a place of power. You cannot step into a place of reaching your highest and fullest potential and stepping off of that fucking karmic wheel, right? Stepping into that fucking powerful energy until, you know, you deal with the things that you can't see or you're choosing to avoid. You're choosing to avoid. And so once all of this karma is dealt with, you're going to be building something beautiful here, Aquarius. With this Three of Pentacles, you're really going to be building something beautiful. I do feel like for a lot of you, you're building your business up. I feel like some of you have been discouraged with like business opportunities that have maybe like fallen out, or like business ideas that just haven't come to full fruition, or you're like just dissatisfied with where your current businesses are. I do feel that, Aquarius. I do feel like a very business vibe. Like, so some of you have businesses that you're trying to work on and you're upset, but the thing is that like once you deal with all of this emotional stuff, and you do need to deal with it, you're really going to learn things that are actually going to help you, like in a, oh, what was that? Oh, it's the wind. Sorry. You're really going to be stepping into this new era that is going to help you actually in a career sense, in a business sense. You're going to be abundant. And that can come in a lot of forms, but I do see, you know, with this Pentacles, I mean, it's probably going to be financial abundance. It could definitely have to do with your career. It could definitely have to do with your career, Aquarius. Okay. I want to kind of want to lay off the tarot for a second. Well, okay. I actually want to look into what is Aquarius going to be dealing with emotionally in the month of April? Let's look into that, Aquarius. I want to see what you are specifically dealing with emotionally, okay? Because it's, you know, it's very clear that once you deal with whatever this is, it's fucking blue skies and rainbows, right? But something is being dealt with here, and I do want to look at that. So let's see what we've got here. Okay. Oh, interesting. Okay, we have Temperance, we have the Empress Empress, and we have the Seven of Wands here. Okay, so what this is telling me is once again there is an element of family here. I do feel like a lot of you there's a feminine energy that maybe you've had a falling out with, or you know, something has happened, or maybe you don't have a falling out with, but you kind of like have resentment towards, that you didn't even understand or realize you had resentment towards, and now it's coming up for you in a really big way. I also feel like that Temperance there is talking about sorry, Aquarius. I just got like a jolt of energy from you. I do feel like there's a lot of to deal with here about being the outcast, or feeling like people don't understand you, or feeling like people don't care about you, Aquarius. And you know, that could be why family is coming up for you, because family is supposed to be the first line of support that you have, right? But you know, unfortunately, a lot of us come from families where that's just not a thing. You know, or maybe it wasn't necessarily that like your family was so awful, but they just didn't know how to love you the way that you need to be loved, right? Because no child needs to be loved the same. Like, you know, because children are individuals. You know, what's going to work for one child isn't going to work for another. So I feel like that's coming up for you. And I feel like with the Seven of Wands, it's a lot about defeat. It's about feeling defeated in these relationships, feeling defeated in these companionships that you've had in the past. Really just feeling defeated and like nobody really gets you, you know? Feeling like nobody gets you, which, yeah, you're an Aquarius, you know? Like, one of the unfortunate things when we want to be different Aquarius, we kind of forget that being different can suck, you know? Like, being different can actually really suck if you think about it, you know? If it was easy, everybody would be doing it, you know? But Aquarius, so that's definitely what I feel like you're dealing with this month. Let's go a little bit deeper. What is Aquarius going to be dealing with emotionally in the month of April? Whoop. 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 Oh, that was fucking funny. Okay, we have the Sun, we have the Ace of Cups, and we have the Three of Swords. Yeah, like, once again, Aquarius, you're dealing with the fact that other people haven't really understood your emotions, and it's led you down this path of not understanding your emotions either, you know? Like, maybe your family or your friends didn't really understand you, and so now you're at this point where you actually don't even feel like you understand yourself either, you know? And I know that might be confusing, but I hope that resonates with whoever this needs to resonate with. And I feel like with the Sun, some of you could be dealing with I am getting both masculine and feminine energies here, but it's like very mother figure, very father figure, like just realizing like, oh, you guys don't get me. Like, you guys don't get me, and you did this and this to me when I was a child, and I don't really fucking appreciate it, and yada yada, and hey, I didn't deal with this back then, but I'd really like to deal with it now, you know, like that kind of thing. That kind of thing, Aquarius. That's really what I'm feeling for you. So yeah, that's the story, Aquarius. Let's step into your advice portion of the reading. Let's step into your advice. This has been an interesting story. Okay, let's see. What do I want to use for the Aquarians? I am going to step into the Moonology deck. Okay. Let's get some advice. I'm gonna move these real quick. Okay. Let's get some advice for the Aquarians, please. For the month of April 2020. Let's get some advice for the Aquarians. Busy bee, I just heard busy bee. Yeah, I mean, you are going to be busy, Aquarius. Be sure, you know, once again, with like self-care, just to get some rest. Get some rest, because shadow work is really, really exhausting. It's really, really exhausting. Okay, let's get some advice for the Aquarians, please, for April. Let's get some advice, please, for the Aquarians. Okay, you've got New Moon in Gemini. Communication is key, and it's time to take action. New Moon in Aries. So this is really interesting advice for you, Aquarius. I do feel like a lot of you kind of have the urge to confront these people if you have the opportunity to. You know, sometimes people who traumatize us or hurt us in whatever way, you know, we don't really have that opportunity, but I do feel like you are really connected to this person. I don't feel like, for most Aquariuses out there, or Aquarians out there, that this is like a person that you don't talk to or like don't have communication with. I do feel like you have communication with them. So I really feel like, Aquarius, feel free. You know, use your discernment. There's some people that we just know if we come to them and tell them they hurt us, they're not gonna, you know, it's not gonna work. But if you feel like you can really approach this person and have like a decent conversation, you know, and obviously like be respectful, like don't come at somebody, you know, deal with it inside first, don't come at somebody and be all mad. You know, don't be fucking mad. Don't be pissed at people. That's not the way to come at people. So, let's see. Can I get some more advice, please, for Aquarius? the answers you need are coming. Yeah. So like, if you will just work on yourself this month, and if you will just really analyze these feelings that you have and understand why you have them, and then if you want to, once again, using your discernment, if you want to approach these people and have communication about it, then, you know, the answers are there. The answers are there. They really are there for you. And for any Aquarians who can't have communication with these people, I don't feel like you are exempt from this. I don't feel that at all. I feel like everybody is going to come into these things in their own way. You know, they're going to come into these answers, and they're going to come into this power, you know, in lots of different ways. This story can translate so many different ways, right? Sorry. Oh, need that sweet, sweet Wawa. Okay. But that is what I feel for you, Aquarius. I'm gonna also jump into the Rebel Oracle deck. I'm gonna jump into the Rebel Oracle deck, and then I think that we will be done, Aquarius. I did feel drawn to this deck for you, which is weird because I haven't felt drawn to this deck in like a really, really long time. I haven't used this deck in forever. People might not realize that because I used to use it a lot. So it's probably like the last thing that people have seen me use, but I haven't used this in months. So, okay, let's get some messages of advice for Aquarius, please. Messages of advice for Aquarius. Can I get some advice for Aquarius, please? Okay, let's see what you have here, Aquarius. Okay, so it says here, whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. Now is not the fucking time. So I feel like, you know, what that's saying, Aquarius, like I said, deal with yourself and how you feel about this first, and then have communication with other people. Because if you come at people and you're upset and you're angry, then it's not gonna go well. It's not gonna go well, you know? Take a fucking trip. Go see some shit. Do some new things. Talk to people cooler than you. Might be a little hard, right? Considering the circumstances. But, you know, if you can, maybe just get outside, Aquarius. Please remember to, like, not stay inside too much. Get some fucking goddamn sunlight, you know? Like, go outside, step outside. You know, remember that self-care isn't about just staying inside and doing nothing. It's also about getting fresh air, getting out there, going to the park, that kind of thing, okay? And then the last thing we have here is that project, that person, that idea is waiting. Get after that shit. The world has your back. Sorry, I couldn't read that for a second. So yeah, like go after these things, Aquarius. Deal with these things. Like I said, I do feel like this is going to be you're going to be dealing with your emotions this month, but there's also like a very business oriented aspect to a lot of things for you this month. And I do feel like, you know, those projects are waiting for you, Aquarius. You just need to deal with all of this stuff first, all of this baggage, all of this turmoil. And then I feel like you're going to really have good ideas for your businesses and projects that you have, whatever it is. But yeah, I just feel like it's really going to be really, really good for you, Aquarius. I think that you're really stepping into your power and stepping into a new era for yourself. I think that it's great. I really do. So anyways, Aquarius, I hope that you enjoyed this reading. I hope that it resonated for many of you out there. Like I said, if this did resonate with you, please feel free to like, share, subscribe. I appreciate anything. Feel free to comment. I'd love to know if this resonated with you and what your story is, if you're open to sharing. So yeah, I think that that's it, Aquarius. I think that this is a really good story. I'm excited for you, Aquarius. I am. I'm excited. Okay. All right. Well, Aquarius, I love you. I love you. I love you. And I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.